That funicular up to Buda Castle? $14 for a 1-minute ride, while Bus 16 does the same route for $1.25. Budapest is full of these traps, but locals know the shortcuts. We're counting down the 9 essential experiences with exact timing, pricing, and insider moves that'll save you money and crowds at every stop. Number 9. Fisherman's Bastion. The free view secret. Let's kick things off with Fisherman's Bastion. Those fairy tale turrets everyone's climbing? 90% of sightseers are making a $4 mistake without realizing it. They charge you $4 to access the upper towers between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. when the view from up there is maybe 5% better than what you get from the lower terraces. The real pro tip: visit before 9 a.m. or after the ticket booth closes when those same turnstiles are wide open. The main terrace, where you'll get that perfect Parliament shot through the stone arches, is open around the clock. Want the ultimate experience without the crowds? Hit the Bastion at sunrise. You'll have the warm early morning light washing over the Parliament and the entire place practically to yourself. The nighttime option works too. After dark, the Parliament and bridges sparkle across the Danube, and you can wander every level without spending a cent. Pass on the overpriced cafe up there though. Grab a coffee from the little shop at the base instead as you take in the $1 million vista. Getting there is easy. Take Bus 16 from Des Acteurs, and it drops you right in the Castle District. After soaking up one of the city's most magical viewpoints, it's time to keep, soaking, this time in Budapest's famous thermal baths. Number 8. Széchenyi Thermal Baths. Beat the crowds, save your cash. Locals call it Spa Disneyland for a reason. 2 million visitors a year pack into these thermal pools, but there's a secret discount hiding in plain sight. Get there before 9 a.m. and grab a good morning ticket. You'll save a significant chunk just by being an early bird, compared to standard weekday rates or the weekend rate. Plus, those morning hours are when locals use these baths. By noon, it's shoulder to shoulder with people fighting for pool space. But wait, maybe skip Széchenyi entirely. Across the river, Lukács baths offer the authentic experience that's easy to miss. Entry is complimentary with the Budapest card you can purchase through the link in the video description. Instead of selfie sticks, here you'll find Hungarian regulars playing chess in the thermal pools. No Instagram armies, just actual thermal bath culture. If you're dead set on Széchenyi for that iconic yellow building shot, at least visit in winter. Imagine this: steam rising from the outdoor pools while snow falls around you, and barely anyone else crazy enough to be there. That's the Széchenyi experience worth having. Oh, and bring your own towel and flip-flops, because buying them there will cost you more than your breakfast. Number 7. Parliament Building. The booking trap. Half the internet wants to sell you tickets at massive markups. The official tour gets resold for double or triple the price. Don't fall for it. Book directly through parliament.hu or at the visitor center. Same tour, half the price. But this is the thing about Parliament tours. They're fine. You'll see some lavish rooms, but the real magic happens outside at dusk. Time your visit for late afternoon. Do the interior tour if you want, but be outside 90 minutes before sunset. Watch from the pest side as golden light hits the facade, then cross to Bastion Square on the Buda side. As the sun drops, the building lights come on, and suddenly you're looking at one of Europe's most stunning night scenes reflected in the Danube. That view? Completely free and 10 times more memorable than any room inside. After dark, stroll south along the Danube Promenade. In about 15 minutes, you'll hit the Shoes on the Danube Memorial. 60 pairs of iron shoes that'll stop you in your tracks when you understand what they represent. The whole riverfront walk from Parliament to Chain Bridge takes maybe 30 minutes, costs nothing, and delivers views that tour buses can't access. Insider tip: if you're short on time, tram number 2 runs along this pest embankment and is often touted as one of the most scenic tram rides in the world. If you're set on the interior tour, book early. English slots sell out fast. Same-day tickets are sometimes available at the on-site visitor center, underground at Kossuth Square, but it's risky in peak season. And be aware, security is airport-level strict, so arrive 15 minutes early. Next up, a shift from opulence to everyday life at Budapest's grittiest market. Number 6. Central Market Hall, where locals shop. Want to know the difference between tourist prices and local prices? About 20 feet. Seriously. See, everyone piles into the stalls near the main entrance, buying overpriced paprika tins from vendors who jack up prices the moment they hear English. Head to the back of the ground floor instead. This is where locals shop, prices drop, and vendors might smile at you. On Saturdays, look for the hidden farmers section many never find. It's tucked in a side room at the back where they sell honey, mushrooms, and produce at prices that'll make those front stalls look like highway robbery. The upstairs food court where everyone eats? Sure, try the langouche if you must, but the smart move is buying ingredients downstairs and having a picnic later. Or better yet, why not walk about 2 kilometers to Caravan Street Food Yard at Kazinci 18 instead? Same dishes, better atmosphere, and you're already next door to the ruined bars for later. Insider tip for souvenir shopping. Those painted eggs and embroidered tablecloths upstairs cost about 40% less than the identical stuff on Váci Street. A paprika tin that's $4 at the market can be $7 in tourist shops. Just watch the vendors at the scale if you're buying by weight, and always count your change. The market closes at 3 p.m. on Saturday and is shut on Sunday, so plan accordingly. Weekday late mornings give you the full experience without the weekend rush. If you're loving these insider finds, hit subscribe. We drop new no-fluff travel guides every weekend. Let's keep rolling now with the top 5. Number 5, Gellért Hill. The Citadel is closed, but who cares? The fortress has been closed since 2023, so why are we including it? Because the panoramas are every bit as good as the paid decks, and you can enjoy them for free. Forget the route from Gellért Baths with its endless stairs. Take the path from Taban Park instead. It's gradual, shaded, and you'll pass people walking their dogs instead of tour groups. 20 minutes up this route and you're at viewpoints that live up to anything the Citadel offers. The St. Gellért statue halfway up the northeast slope is your first photo stop, with Elizabeth Bridge lined up perfectly with downtown Pest. Keep climbing to just below the construction fence where locals spread blankets for sunset picnics, while others are still searching for the entrance to the closed fortress. This is the timing that matters. Sunset from up here is spectacular, but start your descent within 30 minutes after sundown. The main paths are partially lit and safe, but you don't want to navigate unfamiliar trails in complete darkness. Better yet, pack a small flashlight and join others who bring wine and snacks for the show. The city lights switching on below while you're sitting on a blanket with a bottle of Hungarian wine? That beats any paid observation deck in Europe. Number 4, Buda Castle District, the Funicular ripoff. Your first decision here could cost you some unnecessary cash. That funicular everyone's queuing for? It's a 1-minute ride. 1 minute. Meanwhile, Bus 16 takes the same route up for a standard transit ticket, or you could walk up in 15 minutes and burn off last night's goulash. The path runs directly under the funicular, passing the people who paid $14 to ride past you, while you enjoy the same scenery and $13 extra for lunch. Once you're up there, and without opening your wallet, you can wander the medieval streets, explore the courtyards around the royal palace, walk the lower terraces of Fisherman's Bastion, and take in sweeping views from the castle walls. The entire district feels like an open-air museum, and you can explore it for hours. The museums inside. National Gallery and History Museum. They're worth it if you're into art or history. But honestly, the experience outside beats the paid experience inside. Don't miss the Habsburg Steps, the Matthias Fountain, and especially the Savoyai Terrace behind the palace. Tour groups don't bother with these spots because there's nothing to sell there. Walking back down at night through the old town gates while the castles glow behind you and the city sparkles below is the Castle District moment you won't forget anytime soon. Number 3, Ruin Bars. Art first, party later. Simpla Kurt isn't just a bar. It's an art installation that just happens to serve drinks, and you can only appreciate that before the party crowd arrives. Show up at 4 p.m. on a weekday instead of 11 p.m. on Saturday. You'll see the bathtub-turned couch, the old communist-era Trabant car converted into seating, and the thousands of bizarre objects that make these places incredible. With a beer in hand, you can properly explore all the rooms, read the graffiti, and maybe catch an art exhibition or film screening that happens in the afternoon. By 9 p.m., Simpla changes into a packed party scene where it's almost hard to move, let alone appreciate the details. Those early evening hours are when photographers get their shots, people catch up with friends, and you can actually have a conversation with the bartender about how this whole ruin bar phenomenon started. To top it off, on Sunday mornings, Simpla hosts a farmer's market from 9 a.m. Where else can you buy artisan cheese in a place that was packed with partiers 8 hours earlier? Hit multiple ruin bars in the early evening, Simpla for the classic, Instant Fogash for the massive dance floor setup you can explore when it's empty, and Mazel Tov for the upscale garden vibe. Then grab dinner at Caravan Food Court next to Simpla. By the time you're done eating, the bars are filling up with the party crowd, and you've already experienced them properly. Join the party or bounce. Either way, you haven't missed the cultural side of Budapest's most unique nightlife innovation. Once you've seen Budapest from the inside out, the next view comes from high above. Number 2. St. Stephen's Basilica, the Dome Mistake. The biggest mistake doesn't happen inside the church. It happens when people walk out thinking they've seen everything. They pay a donation to see the church, admire the golden marble, maybe catch a glimpse of St. Stephen's mummified hand, then walk out thinking they've experienced it all. Wrong. The Panorama Tower is the main event here, and somehow half the visitors skip it entirely. For an extra cost, you get access to a 360-degree panorama that rivals any expensive observation deck in the city. Take the elevator most of the way, climb 40 more steps, and suddenly you're seeing Parliament to the north, Castle Hill to the west, and all of Pest spreading out in every direction. For the best experience, arrive 90 minutes before closing. You'll catch golden hour from up top as the sun sets over Buda, then watch the city lights flicker on below. The terrace stays open until 7 p.m., which means that in summer you might miss the actual sunset. But that pre-sunset light hitting Parliament from up here is Instagram perfection. Insider tip: you can get the dome only or get the combo ticket, which includes the Treasury Museum. Pass up the Treasury unless you're really into medieval chalices, but the dome is a must because its vantage point beats Gellért Hill for convenience and rivals the castle for perspectives. After you descend, stick around the square as evening falls. The basilica lights up beautifully, street musicians appear, and those cafe terraces that looked overpriced in daylight suddenly seem worth it for the atmosphere. Number 1. Chain Bridge at night, the mandatory magic. And here we are, number 1, the Chain Bridge at night, which isn't just the best thing to do in Budapest, it's the thing that'll make you understand why people fall in love with this city. Here's what the daytime visitors miss. After renovation, the bridge is essentially car-free, just buses, bikes, and pedestrians. At night, with the lights on and minimal traffic, walking across feels like floating above the Danube on your own private platform. The experience peaks during blue hour, that magical 20-minute window just after sunset when the sky goes deep blue, but there's still light. Time it right, and the river becomes a glassy stage with Parliament glowing amber to your right, Buda Castle lighting up the hill before you. Start from the Pest side at Széchenyi Square. Those stone lions at the entrance look impressive during the day, but at night when they're lit from below, different story entirely. Walk slowly toward Buda, stopping at the middle for the full 360-degree panorama. This is where you realize Elizabeth Bridge, Margaret Bridge, the castle, Parliament, and the entire riverside are all visible at once, all illuminated, all reflecting in the water below. Once you reach the Buda side, don't just turn around. Take the path up to Castle Hill for one more scenic stop, or walk along the Buda embankment toward Bastion Square. From there, Parliament sits directly across the river, lit up like something from a film set. The whole walk, bridge crossing plus riverfront stroll, takes about an hour if you don't rush it, and you shouldn't. This is the Budapest moment that ends up as your phone wallpaper, the story you tell at dinner parties, the reason you're already planning your next trip back. That's Budapest done right. 9 experiences where you'll dodge the tourist traps, save serious money, and see the city through local eyes. You've got the costs, perfect timing, and insider shortcuts that turn good trips into unforgettable ones. Those gorgeous Parliament reflections on the Danube, the steam rising from thermal pools on a winter morning, the ruin bar art you genuinely had time to appreciate, that's the Budapest you came for. Now you know how to find it. Which of these 9 surprised you most? We'd love to hear your thoughts. If this saved you from a single tourist trap or showed you one insider move you didn't know, hit that subscribe button for more city guides that tell you what you actually need to know. Every weekend, we're breaking down another destination with the same no-nonsense approach. See you in the next city.